This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily unique and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news. Before we begin, you know what to do. Like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Okay, let's hop into these headlines. Paramount decides to send its fourth Star Trek film into orbit. Paramount is sending some of its stars into space in the near future. And no, not through some private space program, but rather through the magic of cinema. According to an article by the AV Club, after announcing the Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, the studio finally gave the go-ahead to J.J. Abrams' dormant Star Trek series. Star Trek 4 will reunite Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana, John Cho, Simon Pegg, and Carl Urban in the Starship Enterprise. The Star Trek Into the Darkness director was on hand to give the announcement at Paramount's Investor Day presentation. We are thrilled to say that we are working hard on a new Star Trek film that will be shooting by the end of the year and will feature the original cast and some new characters that I think are going to be really fun and exciting and help take Star Trek into areas that you've never seen before, Abrams said. We're thrilled about this film. We have a bunch of other stories that we're talking about that we think will really be exciting, and we can't wait for you to see what we're cooking up. But until then, live long and prosper. Neither Abrams nor the Star Trek Beyond director Justin Lin will direct this new film. Instead, Star Trek 4 will be led by Matt Shakman, a TV veteran coming off the success of WandaVision. So Paramount Studios has been very busy lately with all types of projects in their pipeline. This is a project that I'm very interested in and very excited about. I am a self-proclaimed Trekkie. Probably because my dad used to watch it, and then I would watch it with him, and by doing so, I became a fan of the series. I have seen almost all the series in the Star Trek franchises. The original series, Star Trek Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, Discovery, and Picard. Or at least some of Picard. I love Star Trek. I don't know nothing about that other show, movie, what is it called, Star Wars? Because I'm a Trekkie girl. So I am super excited about this movie. With so many new iterations of the franchise, it will be interesting to see what the writers and directors come up with to make this movie interesting and worthwhile. Like, we've already gone back to the past with Star Trek Enterprise and Star Trek Discovery, which are supposed to happen before the original Star Trek series. And we've jumped into the future with Picard, which picks up 20 years after his face-off with Shinzon. So what's the hook going to be, I wonder? Comment below if you like Star Trek or that other franchise. And if you're a Trekkie, are you going to see this movie? Let me know. Bloomingdale's will launch a Bridgerton-inspired pop-up shop this spring. In the early months of 2021, you couldn't watch a TV show or a YouTube video without hearing about Bridgerton. Fans were obsessed with the Shonda Rhimes smash hit period drama, and with this obsession arrived the dawn of Regency core. Wedgwood blues, white linens, corsets, and empire waists, hairpins, and strings of pearls are all staples worn by the wealthy-ton at the center of the hit series. Regency core-inspired designs popped up in designer collections and influencer Instagrams alike. It was only a matter of time before department stores embraced the trend, as Bloomingdale's is set to do this spring with its new Bridgerton-inspired pop-up shopping experience. Called the Carousel at Bloomingdale's Bridgerton, the collection will be available both online and at the 59th Street flagship in New York City starting March 3, 2022. Featuring an exclusive fashion capsule from Hope for Flowers by Tracy Reese, the pop-up shop will also include a Malone Soulier and Bridgerton shoe collection, Bridgerton and Beekman 1802 soaps wrapped in mock-ups of Lady Whistledown society pages, and an assortment of afternoon tea-ready Wedgwood and Sheila Bridges fine china. Beyond these limited edition collaborations, Bloomingdale will also host Bridgerton-inspired products from brands including Markarian, Cult Gaia, Lord Jones, Selkie, Sleeper, and Annette Ferdinandsen. We knew from the start that the clothes and fashion in Bridgerton would be a major focal point for the series, and it has been so satisfying seeing the fans embrace it and incorporate it in their own style, Rhimes said in a statement. We couldn't be more excited to partner with the Carousel at Bloomingdale's for this special Bridgerton-inspired pop-up, where fans will have the opportunity to shop for products and exclusive clothing inspired by the show and created by female designers and designers of color. Reese's Hope for Flowers capsule in particular will feature empire waist gowns and collared tops in orchid and hyacinth shade, patterned with gentle florals and ruffle detailing. These feminine silhouettes will rest alongside a pair of elegant white sailor pants, a spaghetti strap tank, and a cutout blouse inspired by the classic Bellamy shirt. These pieces, while drawn from the period drama's color palette, are modernized for a trend-conscious look. Reese says she hopes to see customers wear these clothes with flip-flops or to the Central Park Conservancy lunch or something like that. I think with Bridgerton, Reese says, I think of romance and love and dreams really, because it was sort of in that dream space when we were all watching it on lockdown over Christmas 2020, right? It offered hope and optimism. And those are the things that I'm always all about. Those are the attributes that Hope for Flowers shares with the whole Bridgerton aesthetic. The collection will go live March 3rd, with season 2 of Bridgerton set to release soon after on March 25th. So, I didn't watch Bridgerton, but I know it was a super popular Netflix show. For some reason, I just couldn't get into it. So I seen some of the dresses for the pop-up shop, and they are very cute. The entire Bridgerton aesthetic evokes images of spring. It's very feminine. I was fortunate enough to cover a Tracy Reese fashion show a few years back, and Karrueche Tran and Whoopi Goldberg were there. The fashion show was actually in a graveyard in New York City, and it was very unassuming. You could have easily walked right by it and not even know there was a fashion show going on. You know what? I'm so excited talking about this. It takes me back. But anyways, looking at that particular Tracy Reese collection and being in this beautiful graveyard, it was like being in a dream. You know what? I might have to shell out a few shekels to pick up some of these clothes because from what I've seen and what I know about Tracy Reese, the fashion looks really pretty. Australia's first underwater hotel, Reef Suites, allows you to mingle with the Great Barrier Reef's rich marine life without wetting a toe. Australia is home to magnificent natural features like the Great Barrier Reef, Shark Bay, Ayers Rock, 12 Apostles, and more. Is a touristy trip with a few selfies the best way to explore these marvels? Something that can help you explore the Great Barrier Reef in a new and novel way is Australia's first underwater accommodation, Reef Suites. According to Luxury Launches, the unusual hotel offers you a front row seat to the mesmerizing marine world and for a lot more than a few minutes. You get an up-close and personal look at the aquatic world outside through the glass by day and at night when the light lights the water outside. Reef Suites offers 2 premium underwater hotel suites which take you on a surreal trip underwater with panoramic floor-to-ceiling views of the deep blue. The King Double or Twin Single Suites are apt for 2 people who want to enjoy uninterrupted 360-degree vistas of sea life. While a rich marine life with the bluest water and this exceptional setting enthrall you outside, inside the suite, premium bedding, essential amenities, and a comfortable suite ensure an unforgettable under-the-sea experience. There is no TV or mobile reception for obvious reasons, so you and your partner can make the most of this rare opportunity sans the distractions of the bustling, chaotic life on land. The trip of a lifetime commences with an all-inclusive return cruise on a high-speed vessel through the Whitsundays to the Reef World pontoon. There are as many as 1,500 species of fish to witness, plus turtles, rays, and if you're lucky, even sea monsters. Guests can engage in private guided snorkeling tours, semi-submarine tours, access to the underwater observatory, and swimming. If you wish to unwind and relax, then indulge in the premium beer and wine, along with tasty meals curated by onboard chefs using the freshest produce. Another excellent feature of your Reef Suite stay is a long table dinner under the stars of the pontoon's upper deck. So this is super cool and it kind of feels unreal. I would so stay here. The hotel above water looks like a floating barge of sorts. There's really nothing especially nice to see, but the rooms and accommodations under the water are really nice and look very modern. So I looked up this hotel and it costs $1,400 to stay in the King Suite and $995 to stay in the Twin Suite. All meals including breakfast, morning and afternoon teas, and dinner, and all beverages including beer and wine, cocktails and spirits are at an additional cost. The pricing is per person, and there is also a Great Barrier Reef environmental management charge included in your cruise fare, which is per person, and that goes to the government. The money is collected by the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority for the management and protection of the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park. So would you guys stay in this underwater hotel? Looking at the picture of the underwater floor-to-ceiling windows, it kind of reminds me of that movie Deep Blue Sea, minus the scary smart sharks. Anyway, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly. Please like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.